Oh my goodness. Oh shoot. I'm sitting here acting like I'm having a tea party. Most definitely. Good afternoon, somebody. It's Friday. Almost the end of my weekend. It's funny how you adjust in life where, just because of even a work schedule. I say my weekend begins on Wednesday. Hey, Gary. Yeah, 2 days in a row. I might come back later on and be 2 times in a day. I'm having a morning. That's why I'm here. I am having a grand old stinking morning. Afternoon, whatever you want to call it at this point. Definitely started this morning. If I can ever keep my glasses clean, I don't understand. Everybody else's glasses be looking so crystal clear. Mine's, they'll be cleaned and I don't know what it is. You can tell I'm not used to wearing glasses. This is my first, year? I've been thinking I'm going crazy. These glasses just get dirty. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about. No, I was kidding. Um, I'm a little frustrated this morning. I am. I'll be a liar if I said I wasn't. You know what I mean? And I try not to do that. But I also factor in the fact that I am a human being, and that's what life do sometimes. It throw you stuff and you're frustrated. I'm absolutely frustrated. And this morning, all I kept hearing was Gary saying, "You gotta stand. You gotta stand." And I'm like, man, I am standing right from my kneecaps, and my knees are in pain. I'm sore. Working, I think I got arthritis. Cause ain't no way in the heck my knees just still hurt for being a worker at Amazon. Who did it? The United States of America did it. It has become quite the task of trying to find a place. You know, either you don't make enough, or I'm just tired of it. That's what I know. It's like you have faith, you apply for something, you wait, and then it's like no. The first no, cool. Second no, it's like, well, what is it that a person is supposed to do? Oh, did you put down your gross or your net? Y'all said gross. Then they charge all these fees. It's like, I guess it wouldn't be so bad. A no wouldn't be, hey, watermelon. A no isn't so bad when it's not connected to all these fees that they want to hold or either keep. If I give you $250 yesterday and you tell me no today, they tell you got to wait 45 days for your $250 back. What kind of crap is that? I need that. I don't need to wait 45 days because what I need to be doing is applying that somewhere else. So then when you do get it, they're going to ask for probably double rent. Fine and dandy, but my goodness, all this, it's like you gambling to see if you get a no. Some people charge you an application fee, an admin fee, and a whole deposit hold. You'll get your deposit back, but that admin fee could be anywhere from $150 to $200, and that's it. It's gone. If you get denied, that admin fee is gone. The application is not that much. The 250 was, it's like it takes that apartment off the market while they, run your stuff. It's like a hold, and then like whatever your deposit is, you'll pay the difference out of that, or add on to that, or it'll be just that, whichever the case may be. But like I'm saying, if you're going to deny people, why you want to hold their money for 45 days? I charged it to you in 10 seconds, so you could really reverse that charge back in 10. And the last time this particular place did, so I told her, I said, I need that money back. But the problem is I don't even have a week anymore. I don't even have a week. Hey, Uncle L. I have less than a week to find a place to stay. Literally. Wednesday is my deadline. So now, although I want to apply for another one, I'm going to keep on applying, but now I got to wait and see if these people are going to reverse this money back to me so that I can even do that. They put so many expectations on people. It's almost like you see why people are homeless. Hey, realist. I don't think a lot of people are homeless because they can't pay rent. I think it's because they can't get in somewhere. Rent will be $1,700 and they want you to make 3 times the rent. The average person does not make 3 times that amount, or even 2.5 times. So while they might not make that much, but they can pay their rent, they don't get the opportunity because their numbers don't say what they need them to say. Forget that I make that rent at least once a month, twice a month. So I'm at the most highest level of frustration right now because I feel like, well, I know the world is set up against us, Like, how do you get something sometimes, but then can't get it other times? Every year they raising rent $200 on most places. What are people going to do? You know, my options are beyond slim right now. I have a job. Thank you, Jesus. I have a trade that I can operate in if need be. But I don't have a lot of time. Yeah, eventually, Gary. But I know there's things that I need to do for home ownership. You know what I'm saying? So that's a goal. But like in this moment right now, yeah. But it would definitely be probably cheaper in the long run. I know that. I don't know. I don't like being frustrated. I think I told y'all that. Like I can have all the faith in the world, but the moment I get frustrated, then I'm disembobulated. Mine is everywhere. The only thing on my mind right now is what I'm gonna do after next Wednesday. Where I'm going. Yeah, hotels add up. Those weekly hotels they want nowadays like $700. That's literally money I could spend on an apartment, and then most of them be filled up. Most of them be filled up. Then too, Gary, I have to be secure on knowing that this is my final destination. So I wouldn't even want to go through that process and then 3 years later, up time to go. I feel like it's almost time to go now. I'm really frustrated. Pay me no mind in my little rent. But it's like I have no idea if these people are just gonna reverse this for me today. And then it'll be a place that I think I might can get, but they only have one left. So if they don't do what they supposed to do today, everything is just it's just like time is running out. Time is running out on a lot of things, not just my situation, but just a lot of things. Period. I think one thing that we take for granted is that we don't have a lot of time. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm gonna get it right soon. Oh, I'm gonna get myself together." We don't have that luxury to say that because you never know. At this point, all I want is a place to lay my head so that I can be totally focused and get proper rest. I don't think that's a lot to ask. Definitely not a lot to ask. These computer systems, back in the day when computers would put out a denial or something, the property owners would, hey, this is what happened. We could do, they're willing to work with people. Nowadays, it's just if that computer comes back and says no, then it's a no. But then when you're asking questions in the beginning, like, questions about credit, income, and all that stuff, and it's like, oh no, there's no specific credit score. It'll just determine your rent and I mean your deposit. They feed you hope in the form of, hell no, you're not going to get a place if this don't add up right here. Oh, I don't know. It's just the worst feeling to wake up and call this place and they say, "Oh yeah, I got your background check. Unfortunately, it came back denied." Like, your 250 will be refunded to you within 45 days to the address you use. I ain't even gonna be living at the address in 45 days. Shit. My address gonna be Skid Row. Hey, Diane. Hey, Atmosphere. Oh, I knew I forgot to tag you this morning. Well, who's offering me help? When people offer me help, Gary, I don't have a problem. I don't know. I ain't asked for nobody for help. Shit. I don't even know. My brain is just frazzled right now. Rather frazzled. Because I'm really, really seriously confused on what people in this world are supposed to do when they're fully capable of paying for their place to live, but they're not given that opportunity because it don't match up with what they say. Or if they do give you the opportunity, they're trying to charge you 2 and 3 times more. Man, honestly, the people that help me, they help me. But it's like, I really don't have nobody to help me. I mean, yes, I have my honey. We help each other. But, it's like the same for even, for both our situation. Both of us make good money. It's definitely not a me situation. It's just a thought. I can't imagine. Well, now I can imagine people being on the street, but able to. You know how sometimes we're like, oh, you on the street, but you got this, you got that. Some of these people are in the streets only because they can't get into a place, not because they can't pay for a place. I'm really starting to believe that. I really believe that. I don't think that everybody that's homeless is homeless because of something they're necessarily doing wrong. I think some of these people probably even work, but because they're trying to get somewhere that wants them to make 2 and 3 times the rent, and then they jack the rent up to about $1,800. Let's say let's put that number out there. Most people making like $18 to $24 if they're getting a good pay. If you consider it a good pay, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's not cool when people are capable, but you still get shot down because of a system. You know what I'm saying? They run your stuff through a system. It doesn't even matter. They don't even tell you exactly what the reason is, the pinpoint. Yeah, you could be a CEO and be on the streets. And it might be because they lost their family. Maybe they kind of lost their way a little bit. And being in a house might give them all kinds of memories. So they rather stay out of the house or something. And like I said, it could be somebody like me. I got the money to pay for it, but y'all don't want to give me nothing because what? You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, even if you get denied, it's like they're not even offering double rent anymore. Well, it was denied, but if you pay double the rent, I remember they did that. But now you still got to get an approval and still might have to pay double rent. I know. bust my tail to make money to not have nowhere to go. Ain't no seem like it, real. It's just the truth. You know, here we are. You know, just the other day I was saying I got faith in my store, my storehouse, and that's the absolute truth. Faith in my store. I have a lot of faith, but I really do feel like I'm fighting for my needs at this point. Like I'm knocked down, but I'm not going out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said when you're fighting from your knees, I can't stand because I'm pissed. I can't stand because I'm frustrated. When you start looking at the clock and the calendar and it's not working in your favor, only for people to be like, oh, I'm sorry. The one person that seemed like they would have let me get their place, honestly, I couldn't see myself doing it because the place it was very old. You know how some people have a house that was built in 1900s, 1915. House is very old, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the man didn't do any modern updates. It's just like, oh, fresh paint. And the closets, it really was no closets in this house. And I'm like, where my clothes supposed to go? Okay, dressers and all, but when my guests come to hang their coats up, where they supposed to go? These closets are like 2 inches wide. And then you want money like you did modernization to it. Like, come on, man. This house is 100 years old, and you want 1,700 for no closet and a paint job that looked like a kindergartner did it. I mean, I'm not doubting Gary. I told you what I am. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. Just like I said, right now there's a place that I can apply, but guess what? Them people got my money held up. You don't tell me no and then keep my shit for 45 days. That's just ridiculous right there. Like, what is the reason behind that? I could be using that money and on to the next one right now. So here it is. Like, I don't go back to work till tomorrow. I'll probably meet somebody that knows somebody because I don't really know nobody here. Dang. And that's one of my thoughts is I'm gonna run into somebody that knows somebody that got property and something to shake. That's what I say. I don't have doubt. I don't have a lack of faith. I just have little time. I have little time. And I think that will be the only thing that scares me is because after that time is up, I don't have an auntie, a cousin. I have none of that. I really don't. So it's like, okay, if they don't send me this money back today and I can't apply for something else, and then I gotta wait, what, 4 days or so to go back and apply again, once I work. What if it's after the 8th? What I'm gonna think that's my worst. That's just my whole dilemma. I think it's more my frustration is the time. I don't mind being patient. I don't mind going through the process. I don't mind none of that. I don't have like I don't even think I'm so pissed. I'm mad because I want my money back today. But I think my frustration is mostly just the amount of time that I have, or the amount of time that I don't have. That's what it is. The amount of time that I don't have. Thank God they're not one of those ones that take the admin fee and I lost the money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not ungrateful. I'm just frustrated. I don't have a lack of faith. I know I'm going to get a place, but I don't have the time. My time is slipping away. Where my current situation is not going to be my situation anymore. You know? I'm not lacking faith. I'm not doubting. I'm frustrated. Highly frustrated. And there's another place I called. It's like in my mind, I'm like, why didn't I just go back there in the first place? But they got one apartment left, one that's available now. But here these people are, if I had that money, boom, I can do what I need to do. And I told that lady, I said, can you please see if she can reverse it like she did the last time? Because I don't have the funds like that, and I need to be transferred somewhere else. If y'all not giving me an apartment, I don't. I'm gonna be having laughs saying my homeless life. Ain't that funny? Atmosphere. I need to quit. That's all. I'm frustrated. They got application fee and everything all tied up in a no. How the hell that happened? I'm sorry. If y'all take people money today and they don't get it tomorrow, y'all need to be getting it back that same day you say no. It's dumb. It's really dumb. It's funny when you can actually fathom that. Okay. Nah, I ain't gonna be homeless. I mean, shit, technically, I'm already homeless. I just have a place to take a shower and lay my head. It's not mine. But I'm telling y'all now, if I had a van and some tent, I'd purposely live in my car for about 3 months. Hey Gary, I was thinking during the fast, maybe like a couple of days a week. Um, if whoever want to participate that actually does go live, maybe they can come on and do like a devotional or an encouragement, to I know that's what we do, like church every morning and every night they have a devotion. When somebody comes on and gives the word of encouragement or whatever to get through the day, or prayer or whatever the case may be. I thought that'd be cool. If we take take turns coming on. $13. So here you'll be already fasting. So I guess today getting off the ground is the biggest takeaway. Like, God dog, what I got to do to get me a place to live? It's like I always got to use money for something. No, most of the time through the week, there's something I have to do. I don't know. Anywho, nevertheless, I'll have a place sooner or later. I think I was just very, very highly upset this morning because, like I said, I can deal with a no. Honestly, I can. But what I can't deal with is why y'all won't give people back their money right away. If I can't live there, what you want my money for? It's just retarded. If people came with a money order or something, they should be able to cut them a check that same day. It's very good. Nah, cause when you fast, atmosphere, your flesh kick in. You're dying to that. So when you're denying your body something that it wants, it's gonna fight against you. You're probably the hungriest ever when you're trying not to eat. You be hungry as heck trying to make it through the fast. You be watching the clock like, whoa! Especially when you do like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Man, you be counting down the clock. Count down that clock. I remember I done been fasting and it'd be like 6 to 6 and I'd be like, shoot, I ain't ate nothing since 5. So technically I can stop now. It's 5 o'clock. I would be negotiating like a mug. That's why I saying something. Maybe we can come on and do like little devotionals. Those are things that can propel you and push you through. And then even when you're in your own time, when you start feeling that hunger thing, it's like you have to put yourself in a place of occupied. You know, it may be picking up your Bible, it might be listening to some worship music, it might be reading something, but you got to put yourself in a position not to. Don't go stand in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to do something that occupies your mind to fulfill that time. And I think that using that time to talk to God, it helps because your mind will get off of that food in that moment. Definitely. And you can't go like a lot of people I think mess up on fast because they go in with a mindset like, oh, and I can lose some weight too. Which you can, but if you make that your focus in your fast, you're gonna fail every time. Cause now it's gonna seem like a diet instead of a journey. And that be the time the people that work, they'll come bring in food for everybody. When you fasting. That's why you can't leave out the praying part. It says fasting and praying. But it's always a good thing. Man, I done came out of fast like at the end of the fast, I go right back in. Just keep going. because I felt so good at the end, and some just said, nope, keep going. Because it's just something telling us it's time to fast. And after this fast, we probably should implement, each one of us that don't have a date or a time that we actually fast, should probably implement one, whether it's 1 day, 2 days, or whatever. Um, those that do have one implemented, maybe you implement, more prayer, more talking to God with your fast. Because sometimes we'll be fasting and we're just fasting. I'm just pushing back my plate. I'm not petitioning God for nothing. I'm not doing none of the stuff that I probably could or should be doing. I think it all serves a great purpose when you understand that. A lot of people think that fasting is going to magically bring something to them, and that's not what it is either. To start on Saturday, she's super strong because Saturday would just shoot me down right there. Now I'm good if I got to fast, like if I started Monday and Saturday is included in the time frame, then I'm cool. But to start, but I guess if I did like Saturday at 6 p.m. to Monday 6 p.m., I can do that. Or 6 p.m. Sunday to 6 a.m. Monday, or 6 p.m. Monday would be good. I can do that. It just takes for me, like she's probably used to that easily. Once you do something, what they say, 21 days, it becomes a habit. And I think that's why when I do 21-day fast, I always tend to do about 7 more days. Because at that point, it's become a habit. And one thing I will say that I do during the fast is I get myself off of soda. I love soda. And I don't really want to stop drinking it. I just want to be like, a lot of times I would do like, I wouldn't drink soda through the week and I would only have um a couple on the weekend. Then when Monday hit back, no more until the weekend again. So like Saturday and Sunday, I'll add my soda in moderation. And then Monday I'll go back through. That always worked the best for me than just absolutely stopping. And then eventually I have stopped before. I've stopped a lot of stuff. I've stopped eating meat before. I've stopped drinking soda. The question atmosphere is, does she know how strong she is? Do she know how strong she is? Mm. These are the days right here where I want my dad. Honestly, be like, Dad, or my mama. She be like, "What you need? Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get it up." And she always did. I think if somebody said, "Oh, you can move it here Tuesday. You just need to bring XYZ amount," I would get that money. I do have that now. All I need is an end. And it's not even weird, Diane. It's just that we all have a connection. We all have a connection. Who AG? Oh, atmosphere. Listen, one person calling him at, and the other person calling him AG. I'm confused. I'm old, y'all. Yeah, it's confirmation. That's what I'm saying. Confirmation that even in all our whatever, hey, bolo bolo, even in all our whatever we going through in life, that's God's way of showing us that we're not far off of hearing what He's trying to do and what He's saying. You know, I feel like when you get confirmation, that's Him just telling you, yeah, you heard me right the first time. The thing is, if you're hearing something over and over, confirmation, and that confirmation is connected to something that you should be doing or should have been doing, you have to be careful that you're not just always looking for confirmation, but that, okay, I've had confirmation twice, let me do this. Because if not, it will tip over into disobedience. How many times do you need to be told, you're right, you're right, you're right? Yes, I do that. Yes, do that. Yes, do that. The confirmation is always good, especially when, number one, when you're not looking for it, but then you're able to say, wait a minute, somebody else said that. But then when you do have that uncertainty, because we can be uncertain, you have that uncertainty, and then God allows it to come back around and come to you once again. So confirmation is good. We just don't want to get confirmed, and to the point that now we're being disobedient to something. It definitely is a sacrifice. It's something we're giving up for something greater, because we're believing something greater. And like I said, it's not a magic trick. I'm a fast and God is going to throw some blessings out the sky. No, it's something that edifies you. The more you can go without, the more your faith is built up. The longer you could go without, the more your mind is clear to hear the things that you need to hear, or see the things you need to see. Things that weren't so clear before, for me in a fast, become clear. Definitely become clear. I got a video on here from like maybe 2015 that I did when I was fasting. I still get, every now and then somebody will comment on that video. It's old, y'all, but y'all can find it. Heck yeah. I ain't had to pay my dang on car note. Listen, life is lifing. Thank God I got a car. hmm Thank God I got a job. hmm But these people gonna need to run me my coins ASAP. hmm And like I said yesterday, a lot of people quit because they fail one day. But I'm like, no, keep going. I don't care how many times you fall off in your fast. Get back on it. You're sacrificing something, even if you don't do it perfectly. Your heart is set out to do X, Y, Z. So if I'm setting out to fast from Monday to Thursday, and I fall off my fast on Monday, and I say, oh well, I might as well not do it. I failed. I went against what I set out to do. So I wouldn't care if I failed every single day, but if I made it a few hours versus no hours, I think that's counted in too. I want to be I don't want I want to I want to be alive, but listen, atmosphere. I'm feeling really about it right now, okay? No, I'm just kidding. Like somebody say the wrong thing, I'm gonna punch them in the nose. Like shh, don't talk to me. I'm dealing with some stuff right now. My frustration is up to here, and I don't want to kick you in your. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. But that's certainly how it feels. Like I just want to punch something. That's what Gary do. He's the great encourager, and I love it. He's willing. And that's the thing. We all get down, I just when I'm down half the time I don't talk about it. I push through it. Am I down right now? I could be. And I think that's why I press play and talk. Because I didn't want to go down. You know what I mean? I'ma be in my truth of being frustrated. I mean, I'm frustrated, but I don't want to go into that place of being down. Absolutely, atmosphere. So I always say it's like when I don't like being frustrated because at the end of the day, I'm always able to look back and say, I've been through this before. I've been through this before. I've been through this before. And when I moved here, I said it's never going to be as bad as it was in Cleveland. When I got to South Carolina, it was never going to be as bad as it was in Cleveland. When I got here, it's never going to be as it was in South Carolina. So, being that South Carolina was never Cleveland, that means I'm good. But like I said, it's so frustrating when you have deadlines. You see what I'm saying? And you're trying, and people are like, no, no, no. Really, for no reason. If you want me to make 3 times your rent, but you see I make two, why do you deny people for that? You see what I'm saying? If you see people have held a job and they make the money that they need and say their credit score a little lower than y'all want, why do you deny that? A person with the worst credit can have the most money and be capable of taking care of many things. Good credit don't necessarily say that person is going to be accountable for taking care of their situations. Victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to him. Oh, oh, oh. It's so funny. Just words trigger me. Yeah, it is. That's why it's a whole bunch of people with money without no money. Imagine people who have money and okay, let's use for an example someone who was street, you know what I mean, in the streets. And then they came in on the other side and never really got the gist of credit or the understanding. And they don't have anything established. That's a bad thing too. Having no credit history. The best thing about that is easier to build on and not be bad. But I mean, I think it's easier to get good credit from no credit versus good credit from bad credit. But a lot of people are just not, like I said, they always say there's a lot of things I never understood or just now learning about, like insurances and things like that. And it took from my friend. She is doing well in She started teaching me the stuff that she had done through the years, and I'm like, why didn't I even understand any of this back in the day? How she's opened up multiple businesses off of her one of her insurance policies that she had since '99, and it's worth this many million. I'm looking like, what? You can do that? Yeah, it is. But it's easier if you have bad credit versus no credit. But then when you have bad credit, that debt to income ratio gets you. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm just frustrated. Not defeated, just frustrated. Like I said, I have to the 8th. I need to have a move-in date at least. You know what I'm saying? If I got a move-in date of March the 1st within the next few days, I wouldn't even care. I don't want the 8th to come and I don't have a move-in date. I think that's my whole thing. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand how you can have a connection with people kind of don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know each other, but we swear we know each other. That makes sense. I believe not being in a person's presence ever doesn't mean you don't know them, because you can live with somebody for many years and never know them. I think it's a thing in your heart, that connection that you have that says that's my friend. Most people say you can't make friends on the internet. Yeah, you can when you're a genuine person and you're not on no bull crap. You'll have the same type of connections. To me it's a form of seed. What I put out on YouTube is gonna be what I get back. So the moment I tip over into something crazy, I'm gonna get something crazy back. That's why I would never. I know I've made good friends over the internet. I have one of my best friends I met on Facebook about 12 years ago. I'm sure do. And we like sisters, you know what I'm saying? I've seen her in person. I never met her daughter in person, but guess what? Her daughter called me auntie. I have a Caucasian sister in Pennsylvania. I've never met her in person. This lady sent me Christmas cards every year. Her kids know me. Her husband know me. Only thing, we just haven't met in person. I'm somebody she calls when, things get tough, and I talk her down. It doesn't take a actually being in the same room with somebody to be friends. You really don't. Heck, sometimes your friends you never seen act better than the friends you known all your life. Sometimes even family. Shoot, I have friends that'll do things for me my own sister would never. When I moved to South Carolina, my friend Marsha, at that time my license and stuff was jacked up in Ohio, and I couldn't get my car registered in my name. She came and did the whole purchasing process in her name. Of course, I used my money, but she did the whole purchasing process and put the car in her name. My sister wouldn't have did that. And my car was in her name until 2017, from like 2009. My sister would be like, because if something happened, and she just added me to her insurance. My car was still on her insurance until recently. Even when I got my car into my own name and stuff, my car was still on her insurance. My sister would have been like, that's gonna make my insurance go up, even if I'm paying. That would have been her answer. That would have been her answer. We know God. No, I was kidding. I'm sitting here eating this steak we had from last night from Harris Teeter grocery store. It was really good. It was a big old steak. No way I could have ate this thing at one time. I'd have been done for. But it was good. And it's still good. I'm putting mambo sauce on it. I'm glad that even when I did my groups for church, the ladies and I had such a connection, like to the point some of the girls call me auntie, you know. So I'm to me it's not weird. I'm very familiar with that. I don't I don't think it's strange. I think it's just how God moves. You know what I'm saying? He knows who to connect and who to put together. And when you are, um, and when you're genuine, those things happen. Those things happen. You will recognize it when it happens. A lot of people don't. You know. I just know that we ain't got a lot of time. We need to be making all the greatest connections we possibly can to get that end purpose fulfilled. Whatever our part of it is. Whatever our part of it is. And obviously part of it involves us here. Yeah, but you ain't a loner in here. I'm a loner too, to a certain extent. Even okay, let's say I had a lot of friends here. I wouldn't be hanging out with them more than likely. I excuse me, I still be dancing to my own tune. I still be dancing to my own tune. Even now, I'm with one person every day. I don't know nobody else. I met a lady at work, but I don't know. I don't know if she think she want to like me or something. But I mean, she didn't come on to me. I don't think. But you just don't know these days. It was like she was just friendly. She didn't do anything like, hey, she didn't, like I said, it's crazy because these days you do have to wonder, like, is she just say be nice? Hmm. All the little misfits. Yeah, if we had a party, it would be so bomb. I think we all be in our own individual corner since we loners now. We be turned up. That's what I think would happen. Definitely be turned. Hmm. And I don't be in the chat too much anymore. You are crazy. It should be. Well, you didn't talk to me enough on the clock. I don't need to talk to you off the clock. Like I talk to a lot of people at work, but I don't have nobody's number. Well, I have one lady's number, and that's it. She's the only person got my number. And we got each other's number because she wanted the address to the church. So it wasn't the girl. Let me call you. We don't call each other on the phone, but she has my number at this point. The only reason. Man, I'm so to I don't know. I feel like I don't hardly watch YouTube anymore because of work. Yep. Because people be like, oh, we missed you over there. And I'm like, yeah, I was at work. Or I was asleep. Last night, I was in La La Land about, man, I don't know what time I fell asleep. All I know is I missed everybody who I would watch. I was gone. Yeah, but everybody needs a moment of venting. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I felt myself going there. So I said, when I get in the car, I'm going live. You know why there's such a limit, realist? It's because a lot of people that I do actually like, they're talking about the same thing. So it's kind of like once you heard it, you don't really want to hear it again. Bust it, bust it, bust it down, Brown. Gary Atmosphere don't trust your wiggle wiggle shake. Realist, I got to the point. I'm like, somebody, where was I at when I heard that? Yeah, it's in like even when it's, I don't know. Like I said, you find yourself listening to the same story at least 4 times now. So it's just all about who I hear it from first. Because once I hear it, I lose interest. Go girl with your black on and your studs on your jacket. Get it, get it. I'm gonna call her. What's her name? Rosa. Hey Rosa, where you been, girl, in your pleather? And then that's why a lot of people will come to our pages and think, what? This is so dead. But we really be having fun. I think it's strange that people don't like positive. That's weird to me. I mean, for some people it might be boring, but it, to this is too positive would be like weird to me. Who are you buttering up? Hey, because I think you be doing a little buttering too. What you think, realist? Was I on the money? And I wasn't even there. Why is it when you deny yourself something, the mind wants it more? Well, only thing I can think about when we say that and they talk about denying your flesh. So you're suppressing something that your flesh wants. So your mind is where the enemy operates. Your heart is where God operates. So as you're denying this thing for the part of your heart, for that part of your heart, for God or for whatever the case, what's in your mind is gonna be, go on, take a little bite. Go on, here, have a little sip. Go on. You could go down there still. Whether it's a place, whether you're denying yourself a person, I think that's because that's where the enemy dwells, and he plays around with your mind. He gets you to thinking other things. He whispers in your ear and causes you to think like, in your heart, I'm not gonna do it, but in your mind, you have to fight. It's that spiritual battle in a sense. It's always gonna be. It's like the devil and the angel on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? You're denying yourself for the good cause, but then the bad thing always want to creep in and try to throw you off of the good thing. And like I said, when you're doing something for good and there's a reward connected to it, it got to be something that comes to try to throw you off, to stop you from getting there. I think that the problem is not really problem, but the thing is we don't know the level of what's on the other side of you denying that thing. Yeah, we think we know what we set out to do, but maybe it's that the enemy sees something greater if you finish, if you complete that part. If you're able to resist this, then this is going to happen, but you don't even know it yet. That's why we have to resist and not do that. We do whatever it is we're trying not to do. We have to deny that thing because we never know what our obedience to that is going to yield us. You sub to 27 influencers or 2 of 7. Well, Gary said we are all influencers. He said, no, but I know Gary, you all on the fence, so I must have guessed right who he was buttering. Because there was no denial. Now he defending it. It's okay. Bust it down, butter, community wall brown. Oh, okay. 2 7 people. Bust it down, butter, community wall brown. Gonna call him Young Butter. Come on, Young Butter. Bust it down, Brown, aka Young Butter. Young Butter. Who got the butter? Bust it down, get the butter. He said he was accused of buttering people up. It's okay. It's okay. You can butter. Was you buttering up or encouraging? Because you know some people can get that mixed up. We know the difference, Gary. Bust it. Bust it. Bust it down, Brown. Wiggle, wiggle, shake, shake. Spread the butter, cake, cake. Dang on geese. I know you, Gary, so therefore I know you ain't buttering. Because buttering would suggest that you're looking to gain something from it, and I know that you're not that type of guy. But I'm still gonna call you busted down butter community wall brown. You say just be careful. If somebody wants somebody on YouTube, nobody should ever know it. Because y'all see, it will be a scandal. Quick, fast, in a hurry. And they going to tell your story. And then they going to look like what it is. It's going to be something totally different. Commercial break. I don't know if I'm still here or not, but I went off. Come on. All right. Y'all funny. I had to check my emails because I just thought that maybe they would text me and say, "Oh, we were able to reverse that charge for you." The squad, squad or squad? Who the squad? I bet you appreciate this steak atmosphere. It was huge. It was like, you know how you get the whole ribeye and you gotta slice it. Yeah, it was good. You gotta get it seared to the cook, the however you want it. I had my medium. This thing's so big. It was like I put it in the microwave for a minute and cooked it. It still was like medium well. Melvin. Mm-mm. Busted down gonna be in somebody's kitchen cooking eggs, bucking drinking. Don't be Melvin. That's the only thing I see when I think Melvin. When he came in there and he was cooking in the kitchen. Too funny. I would have to say, I don't know, y'all. I feel better. I'm not angry anymore because I was a little angry. Am I still a little frustrated? Yes. I just got to figure it out. If they don't send it back today. Mm, mm, mm. You want some breakfast, boy? Man, I wouldn't even want that breakfast. He said he buttering up the ladies on YouTube. Don't get too carried away. They're gonna be coming looking for it. It's gonna be like a fix. They're gonna be like, "Where's Gary? Where's Gary? I need my butter. I need my butter. Where's Busted Damn Brown? Gary, Gary, you got that butter?" You got some free furniture? I need some. I need a house. I need a house in my storehouse. He said he would butter me. Don't go to Gary Brown's page. He's just gonna butter you up and let you burn like the biscuits. He's gonna cook you. I won't let him cancel you, Gary. No way, Jose. It is so strange seeing lighter skinned people in winter clothes. I remember I had a whole apartment of furniture that I gave away when I moved out of my one spot. It was time to move, and it was like right after COVID. And I was like, forget it, I'm gonna get this stuff away. People was like, oh my God, I needed this so bad, and good to be a blessing. Good to be a blessing. I just got to stop eating on that. Damn. I done spilled mambo sauce on my shirt. Make sure it finds a good home. If that's what you feel led to do, my friend, make sure it goes to somebody that really has a need or something. That way it becomes a seed. Be strategic in who you choose to allow to have that free offering. That's what I say. Have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed up. Did y'all ever hear the beginning of that show? That message? The first sentence is come out the closet. Something, something, something. Have you ever been swallowed? Mm-mm. I ain't never been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed? Diane, have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed it. Gary, have you ever been swallowed? I'm sure we know you got swallowed. You bad. I can dig that thing in. When I first moved from Ohio, I mean not from Ohio, from Dayton, Ohio to Cleveland, I was like that. I was always dependent on my mom. And did you see Chris Brown do that? Well, I know they be wanting to kill the cameras in church now. You heard it when he was like, "Come out the closet, stop hiding, something, something, something." Then he went right into, "Have you ever been swallowed?" I wonder why he was saying it like that. Have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed it. Have you ever been? I'm sure don't drop that in the chat no more. We need to get rid of that word right there. That just takes me out, and it's funny. What's the song? Have you ever been swallowed? I'm like, let me find out he quoting songs. Oh Lord, help us. Have you ever? You say, have you ever been swallowed? Or he'd be like, have you ever been swallowed? Oh, Jakester. Oh, Thomas. You ever been there before, Atmosphere? Oh, that's a song you hear. Have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed up, baby. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't need to make a song about that. Mm-mm. That's funny, though. That is a Brandy song, though. Have you ever loved somebody so much? Yeah, I don't like Brandy, though. Oh, okay. Probably was good there, huh? It's a song in her head now. Have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed up, swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed up, swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? Mm-mm. No, not in person though. I can imagine though. I can imagine. I don't think I'm. Back in the day, I probably would have wanted to come there, but like in current times, like in the last 15 years, no. Nope. Ain't my cup of tea. Tim Morris churn. Everybody love that girl. She be saying all the wrong stuff. Ain't nothing she say sound half the time. Then half the stuff he say don't be sound either. Guess you get it from her dad. They create a feel good message by giving you a scripture first. They read the scripture, and then nothing they say after that has anything to do with the scripture. It's usually something that's talking to something that's going on personally. I would guess, because I don't be know what they talking about. I just be looking at people like, why are y'all screaming about that? I seen the other man, last name Gray. He was on the thing. He said, hey, what did he say? I can't even think what it was. He said something that was so off that it was scary. For real. I wish I could find where I just seen that at. Mm-mm. Ain't none of them. Ain't none of them up out of here. Have you ever been swallowed? Have you ever been swallowed? No. Yep, really got to. He got to get on this fast too. Look at him. There's one here and one gone. I'm trying to think who else got allegation. You know, one in Houston got allegations too. That's connected to the one out there with you in Dallas. That's married to the basketball wife. Yeah. Whatever pour they had, they ran out. Now it's a lot of fluff and feel good based on who they used to be. But I don't think everybody started off. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I don't care. I would listen to all that church gossip. That girl that come in here cocktails with Catrice sometimes. Her page is about stuff like that, like church scandal. I mean, she talk about some other stuff too, but a lot of it is based on that. Just showing these folks. She had dope content. I mean, when I first started talking to her, I was like, listen, if you get a story about my pastor, I understand. Oh, I heard of him. Yeah, I did hear that. And I said, just shoot me an email and let me warn me beforehand. don't nobody it doesn't surprise me about any of the stuff that comes out on people because at the end of the day they truly are people. Are they held to a higher standard? I do believe they should be because of what they chose to walk in. But at the end of the day, we can't be surprised by things because none of us are perfect, including them. I just don't believe in the lies. If you like that, nobody should out you. Tell your truth. Swallow or the rush. A lot of these people got it. And some of these younger people that done came up through them that be the reason why. Nobody pay attention though to what people be saying. They just be looking like, oh my God, touch not. The God says, touch not mine anointed. Shut up. Shut up. One of the two used to dress like a lady back in the day. I bet that was an ugly lady, boy. Woo! Good Lord. Probably like, have you ever been swallowed? You like my dress? Do you like my dress? I, okay. Like we gonna have to come up with a message about the power of a square. I'm gonna do some research. Everybody talk about circles all the time. What that square do? Y'all remember my first line? What that mouth do? I should have been, man. I had little B numbers then. It's like I cannot come up with nothing like that anymore to save my life. I promise you, I try. I really do. I think it was just the doorway to get who's supposed to be here. Power. Have you ever been swallowed? Do you like my dress? You better hope nobody produce no picture. That's gonna be crazy. I still can't even imagine. Right, I started off with good clickbait. Now I can't clickbait. Maybe when I get my place, I get my talent back. That was crazy. I don't know. I'm definitely still excited about future lives. I don't even like to call it content because I feel like we talking about real life, We'll be having real talks like if we was all sitting in the room together. So I'm excited about future conversations. You stupid. I lost the cougar war. Well, he's 7 years younger than me. I just never claimed to be a cougar. I was just playing. And the man still ended up younger than me. Like I'd be like, when I get 65, is you still gonna be X, Y, and Z? He'd be like, yes, baby. I think about that stuff. Ladybug. I'll be seeing all these. I'm gonna try to get him to come on here with me tonight because I want to have the conversation about relationships. Man, I stopped having clickbait way before I got here, though, if you think about it. But when I was in my house, man, I had that, man, that MC flow. I tell you, I used to walk the floor with my laptop on my shoulder. I used to be in it. I gotta get crunk. Get crunk again. I said, "Do you want to come on live with me tonight?" And he was looking at me like I was crazy. Like, and what? What I'm gonna do? Be fun, okay? I told him it's not what you think. It's fun for real. You know, some people they don't understand it, so they be like, eh. But I'm like, shoot, get on here, get to talking, and then y'all start talking, and then it gets funny. Well, now we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Boy, what you doing with them flip flops on? It's cold out here. Well, it's 56 degrees. Ain't that bad. Mm. Yeah. I was just thinking the other day, like, half the stuff I don't even be knowing about. It'd be interesting sometime, but then they'd be like, what the heck? My biggest encouragement I get from YouTube, like if I had to look at the things that are weird going on, is don't ever let me be old and like that. Mm-mm. But this is me though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I would have any other even if it was if it was all good on YouTube. And like I said, some stuff is still fun to me and funny. You know, I get my laugh on. I don't dislike any content creator I look at. I like them and I watch them. But I just watch sometimes. But me coming on here, like I said, initially in 2011 when I started this page, that's when you know when something can be so, oh my God, and juicy that now you're like, man, I think because it's never dying. You know what I'm saying? And like that stuff ain't gonna never die and it ain't gonna never change. It just recycles and becomes the same thing. And then if somebody else steps into it to try to be, I don't know, what I see is people try to come in and be like, well, they couldn't do it, but I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get them. And then they take the same exact steps that that person took to only come out looking crazy and haven't done nothing. Like in my mind, I'd be like, all this time we spending trying to find out something about someone. That's the gist of it, and it just has trickled over into different branches growing off of it. If you ain't found nothing in 3-4 years, you probably are not. And there's nothing. It's like to build your brand off of that drama. You're not going to succeed now. You didn't get in when the waters was stirring. Ain't nobody ever gonna make a whole lot of money off of that beef. No more. Because it's recycled over and over again. If you didn't get in on the first 2 chances, you're done. Even the people that was making money like that ain't making the same money. The only one making the same money is the one they're trying to take down. Well, if that's butter her up, I'll be buttering her up too. Hey Gary, my buttery cousin, he fell out the bushes. Yeah, but this isn't me. Like, other than doing hair, anytime I've done live videos and had conversations, it's always been the same. I don't know how to be anybody else. I don't want to be. I'm going to go back and because I think I got some good messages in some of my stuff that I did for the church or whatever. Just some topics to pull from. Go back and look into them. I mean, I ain't had a phone call all day. I don't know what that's about. I don't know how what. Said at least you didn't call me queen. You don't like that, Diane? I don't care for that either. If that's what you mean. I don't like when men call other men king either. That's weird to me. They be like, salute king. I'm like, mm-mm. 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 I don't either. I don't think it holds the prestige that some people think it does. And I don't know why I've never felt. I know it's a story behind that, why it's not necessarily the thing that people think it is, but I've never felt right about it. It's fake for one though. If somebody when people say, "Oh, what's up, Queen? What's up, King?" I just think it's fake because it's more of a trend. You're saying it because that's something people say, and not necessarily because you think that person is necessarily a king or a queen. And I don't like trendy things, but that's not a validation for me. Like I'm Jamaica. I don't need to be called. You was called the devil. I don't even like being called diva because that's not a positive thing. Think of diva. The word devil, diva. Look it up. It's not a good word. Some people be like, "Hey, diva." I'm like, "Hey, but please don't call me." I would tell the person, "Please don't call me that. I don't want to be called nothing associated with evil." And then I get irritated when I see them say stuff like "divas of gospel," "divas conference," "God's divas." Like, stop. You wasn't the devil, girl. You couldn't have been the devil. Even at our worst, we ain't the devil. Now, I don't know about some people around these two streets. I'm convinced, Jesus Louise, they might not be the devil, but they sure ain't coming back. Man, if I had to guess people being reprobate, I'm like, boy, it's a wrap. Some people have lost every good bone in their body to YouTube. Come on. Every good bone is gone. If they had one, they have none. That's why I couldn't. To each is their own. That does, like I said, I believe people all have a purpose, and if your purpose is to call it out and react, good. But I would still even be cautious in that because entertaining in any kind of way opens up doors. Isn't that like some deity or something? Gary. Like I said, I knew it was something, but I never knew what it was about that queen word. But I just knew I never liked it. Yeah, we open ourselves up to things when we entertain stuff. Stuff will start getting off in your own life, and you don't realize it's because you're sitting there and taking in so much craziness of the world. Like I be literally confused sometimes. Like, so these people don't know this is not right. I can hear somebody say something and it just be totally not true. But it be like they have this thing in their mind, this is what it is. And it don't be that. That's how you know a person is consumed. They've made up what something is in their mind. But those thousands are witnessing what's going on and know that's not what happened. They believe it with all their heart. That's what happened to me. And I don't watch none of the negative people. I just see any reaction. I'm like, oh. I remember I had myself down to 30 minutes on one page. Now I don't watch it at all. And it ain't because that person did anything to me. Yeah. No, they ain't do nothing to me. I just didn't care for the content anymore. It became too much. Way too much. But that's good that you pay attention to that. Like I said, everything is good for entertainment, but then when it starts to make you feel funny, you have to move around and make you wonder what is some people's central spiritual levels what of like how you get that feeling. Some people have a high tolerance, I guess, but it don't feel right to me. Mm-mm. Like as odd as as crazy as it sounds, I've never witnessed literally with my own ears somebody saying something about anybody's mother or anything like that, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because that's just foul. I want to fight you at that point. Forget YouTube. Let's fight. Talking about mama. Imagine how many people don't feel good when they watching that stuff and don't realize it's the stuff they watch. Can you imagine that? Not being in tune with your body, your spiritual being, to know this ain't right. That's how I watch TV, and that's why I barely watch TV because most stuff don't feel right. So when it feels right, I'll be like a little bit excited, like, "Oh, I can watch this." hmm That's scary to me. That is scary to say bad things about people who are deceased and not bat an eye. That is scary. Mm-mm. I'll be trying to think like if you say something like that about somebody, what do you receive in return for that? That's low. That's low. And it's almost like that particular thing really doesn't hurt anybody that they be doing saying it about. So at the end of the day, you're saying it and you probably don't mean it, but you're trying to get at a person so bad to piss them off. Okay, why is that still the thing that you run to try to like you get roasted so bad you have to say something about a dead person? Take it. Oh, I don't want to play. Mm-mm. You know what atmosphere? I'll be like, ever since I DoorDash to old dude, I realized these people don't know. I say it all the time. They don't know how easy it is to actually run into one of these people. Then you have to take in consideration the people you're talking to on the internet. They're the people you're talking to. But you don't think about the family that's listening in. that you're offending. You might not necessarily be offending that person you're talking to, but what happens when somebody from their family may live in your city? They pissed because you done talked about their auntie or they cousin or something, and they see you at the grocery store. You have no idea who that person is. Can you imagine what can happen to that person, and they'll never know why? Never know why. Like I said, I personally know how easy it is. And the thing about it is, half these people really wouldn't know each other if they seen each other in person. If it wasn't a set meeting. So imagine you out somewhere and somebody you done been talking crazy to is right next to you. You have no idea. Because I don't think old girl would have knew who the one girl was at the at the Dollar General or wherever they was, the Dollar Tree, wherever. I don't think she would have known her. So she really could have got slapped off real easy. But it's a dangerous game. You'll be starstruck. That's sweet. I'm gonna call her and tell her you said that. I don't know. If I ever run into somebody, I probably won't recognize them. Unless you got a distinct look. You gotta create content that goes with what you that goes with what you with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want my content to be all of me. I want it to include hair. Unfortunately, right now in the moment, I'm not doing hair. But when it is, thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the cash app. When it is, um, yeah, it's scary. You know what's more scary is because in my mind, we don't do this, not to that level. Oh, but it's yeah, it's very shocking sometimes that mothers, fathers, aunties, uncles, you know what I mean? We all have family. Like, you can turn that on and off. That's my thing. How do you turn that on and off? How do you be the most evil on social media, but then be loving and kind off? I don't think that some people can snap out of it. You know how they'll say, "This is YouTube. I'm like this on YouTube. This ain't my real life." I don't believe that some people. I think that some people have genuinely lost their way and don't even know that they're not themselves anymore. I don't even think that they look in the mirror and see the change that all of us may see in their face. You know, that people countenance is something different now. Yeah, that's how you know it's just that's just a lot of times trolls just be a computer. I mean, it ain't necessarily a specific person that you might be dealing with or talking to. I think it's just people that pop in off the internet from anywhere half the time because that's what they do. I'm surprised I don't have more because positivity just brings out weirdness. I only had that one that was kind of connected to, the sector or whatever, that sector or whatever. When they were saying that about the one dude, I've only had one troll that even connected to anybody. The rest of them been like the people that look like anime and be putting in crazy figures or Somebody from another country. But the one came in here and talk about I was some content creator's woman and all this stuff. I'm like, what? I was so shocked. I was driving. I missed my exit. I was like, oh hell nah, y'all ain't about to tie me into this mess. Heck, you know. Mm-mm. I was dumbfounded for real because I don't even follow that person. You troll 6 accounts. You gotta tell me your troll name so I can laugh. I wish I had time to be a troll. I'm being there like, girl, what? You need to get your life together. What is wrong with you? You be blocked so fast. Blocked so fast. Mm-hmm. Too funny. I don't know. Oh, she said she showed with her real name. To me, that's the best way to be. So you more or less play a little bit of devil's advocate. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, back in the day, 2011, 12, YouTube was much different. It didn't have the live option. You made money off the views of the videos that you posted. That's how I even got monetized. Shoot, like hair videos that was like 30K, 10K, 1K. I mean 100K. And they changed all that mess for them watch hours. Once they did that, they changed it. They took it. Oh, your real name. If I'm catching that right. I mean, hold on, y'all. Oh Lord. Now you know good and well I can get you if I want to. Talking about it's a safe place. Even trolls be nice here. The ones that do troll other people. Shoot, my first person on live was Ronald Jones, crazy self. Ronald Jones and Just Saying. Them my first two people that was on my live. And I kept contemplating on starting. And one night about 4:30 in the morning, I just hit play. Start talking. Is that what they call respectful trolling? I can't believe I'm still sitting here. I mean, I ain't had to go get no food. I had food. Got drink. Now I'm just waiting for people to get off work. I mean, he cool over here. He don't really bother me. He never did nothing. Even on the page when they was saying something crazy about me, he was taking up. When they was calling me a mammy, saying I'm old. And he's trying to tell them, nah, I seen her. The only thing I didn't like is I know it was some kind of low key something he done lied about. The dude like, oh, this the one. No, Negro, you got some tacos. End the discussion. That's a funny thing. Yep. Honestly, only 3 people from YouTube can say they seen me in real life, and I withhold all information. Ain't none nobody business. I'd never tell. You'll never find. 219. No phone call. Something ain't right. Phone must be dead. Gotta be. There ain't no way. hmm That's the best way to go. I mean, I'm pretty transparent with my life, but I would. There's some things that people would never know. Then there's some things about myself I tell because I know it's something that maybe other people can gain something from. But you might get a little bit, but you ain't gonna get all of it. I might even, yeah, that's it. Nothing too personal. But I don't really even care. I don't know these people. I ain't never seen. You got blocked? How you get blocked? What you do? I can't believe Atmosphere got blocked. And then again, I don't know. I think what get me is also when it be people that you wouldn't think be on mess, you be like, dang, you be on that, but they still cool. You know what I mean? I guess it's always interesting to see who connect with what. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, I didn't think you would be over in that. I'm just saying by the sidelines. I don't even like commenting a whole lot because I don't want nobody put me on their community wall. Because I'm going to rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and that's it, and that's all. Who busy? Atmosphere? Atmosphere got blocked. Never got blocked. I got modded up one time in the channel. I told him to take the mod stick back quick. I was like, I'm glad I could help you, but you can take the mod stick back. I mod on one channel and I'm good there. You remember that Atmosphere? Ooh, Lord. I don't think people know they addicted to this stuff though. I'm like, how long do you sleep? Do you eat? What happens during the day? How you looking mad if you said it ain't for real life though? You deserved it. What did you do? You being bad. Yeah, 2015. I think we all have something to say, and we all don't have to say it on internet, but for the sake of bringing in some other stuff, if you want to come online and start talking about something, do it now. I know one content creator that'll block you for flirting. And I'll be like, dang. Like, I know I look good. I just think it's one of those things that will block you in a minute you compliment her. Her name has numbers in it. Yeah. So I don't even think it was that they were trying to be serious. She does not like that, for real, for real. I've seen it multiple times. She don't like that. But I like her a lot. I really do. But she doesn't like that. We'll clap you quick. That's one of the page. I like her content, even though it's still based on some of the same stuff. It's just something about her delivery. I think 'cause she keep it fun and it's funny. It's not really. I don't know. I just like her. I really do. Why are you trying to call me, people? That 3 years ago. Yeah, she all right. I like her. I wouldn't. I didn't think. I just. I don't know. One day I just started watching. She's cool. She's funny to me. I really like. Her. And her stuff is like warranted. You know what I mean? And she stick to her own thing. She don't really be all off on everybody else's. I don't know. It's just something about the way she do it that. Yeah, that Diane and she also brings it to the realness of it. Like you, basically, you mess with me, then I'm gonna be on you, and then calls out stuff the way it is. And she sent out warning, whether she like you or not. Hey, you don't need to be doing this. And she be telling dudes to leave Blister alone all the time. He don't listen. I truly believe though that like some people's reason for being here is exactly that, to expose something. And the most of the fallout is from people reacting to their own exposure. And that's just what it be like. Because I see beyond just that little scope of the spect of the sector. It's bigger than these people on YouTube. Way bigger. Way bigger. No one knows these people. Truth of the matter, no one knows these people. But behavior is definitely a thing, you know. And it's sad because we get to see this is us, you know what I mean? Not necessarily us per se, but you know what I mean? Our people. Be showing out. Be showing out. Fitting all the stereotypes half the time. Like I don't be half the stuff I don't even know unless I'm seeing someone talk about it. Other than that, there's pages I've never been on and will never go on. And it ain't necessarily because of something with that person, just I don't care to listen to some stuff. I don't want to be consumed. Don't want to be a failure no more. So I'm definitely, I don't know. I'm just chilling for real, y'all. This ain't even, this is a fragment of the world stage. Most of us would never see that stage, but we think we there. Some of us think we done made it. Ain't made it nowhere. Ain't made it nowhere. Nowhere. You hear me? Yeah, I got Valentine's Day cards. I just almost exposed it yesterday. I've been having that thing for like 2 months. Baby, I'm ready to give you all of my love. Uh-oh, I'm about to listen to Gerald Levert today. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. So many loves I can't even name. I'm ready. So are you saying we have a sector atmosphere? I'm just kidding. Mean over here on what I love what Marissa calls it. Positive pages popping. PPP. Some of us super deep. Cause we all old over here. We old. we ain't no we ain't young. No, I'm just kidding. We are old. We is elderly. 35 and up, you old. No, I'm just kidding. And I try to make sure I touch everybody age, so I don't leave nobody out. 35 and up, you old. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. Are you telling me not to make you feel old? I know you ain't 35. You old. You older than 35. I know you ain't trying to say you younger. You can't be my child. You can't be my child. Mm. Man, it's crazy because like soon as I turn the age, I'm already going on the next age. By my birthday being in December, I'll turn 51. I'm already going on 52 2 weeks later. 3 weeks, whatever weeks it is. I'm gonna be 51 and a half real soon here with the blink of an eye. You said I'm not 35. I know you're not 35. I just don't know how old everybody is that come over here. So therefore, I dipped it down to 35. I think everybody's at least 35 that be in here. 51 and a half. 51 and 6 months. Halfway to 52. You used to say that when you was a kid. How old are you? I'm 7.5 years old. Oh my God. Why can't I be 51 and a half? On June 13th, I'll be 51 and a half. That's like 723 months, huh? You are not 28. I don't believe it. Okay, in the spirit. Why you want your spirit to be young? I think you should be, whatever age you are, you should be excited. Because to be over, a man over what, 25? That's great. That's why I don't think, I'm like, getting older is a beautiful thing. And I would believe that if I was a man and I made it past 30, I'm gonna be out this bitch like, I'm 59. Most guys can look around and most of their friends ain't here. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, but truth. It is a blessing every day. My son made 32 on the 24th and ain't been in no major trouble. Don't have no foul friends he be around. He has good discernment of character. So he scared me to death talking about he got pulled over on his birthday. And man was, he said most time he be speeding, he get pulled over and they get him a warning. So this guy, he was tired trying to get home, doing by 80, pulled him over. You know why I pulled you over? No, not really. He said he practices just cracking his window enough and not talking, except for when to answer basic questions. And he said that the man was like had attitude. He said he almost had attitude with him because he wouldn't be chummy with him. Hey man, if you're gonna give me a ticket, give me a ticket. I'm sleepy. I'm trying to get home. Have you been drinking? No, I ain't been drinking. Get out the car. I need to take a field sobriety test. I ain't doing that, man. You gonna lock me up or give me a ticket? So they took it to a holding place. Said he was just getting over being sick. So they had him trying to do a breathalyzer. My child said he had to blow like 7 times before he get the test done. He telling them like, listen, I just got out the hospital. I can't really do this. So he finally gets a read. He wasn't drunk. Said the man was so pissed he made him do it again. Only to find out he wasn't drunk. My son is like, see, I told you I wasn't drunk. All because I wasn't being nice to your ass. You could have just let me go in the first place. I was like, boy, shut up. Don't be doing that. He scares me. He really does. But I'm glad he kept his control up until that point so he can leave. Not be on the side of the road hurt. He said, "You no." He said he told him. He said, "No." He said I didn't have to take that test the second time. You just thought I was another nigga out here effing up. Said dude was trying to then call him back in. I'm like, nah, my baby is he alright. He's tamed his temper a lot, thank God. But it was work, a lot of prayer and work. Look at they put him on. He said he doing 80, and he said he knew he ain't had nothing on his. He don't have nothing on his record. He's not a nothing. Yeah, they stay out of. I believe that even when there's a lot of stuff going on in a place, if you stick to what you're supposed to do, it's not 100% guaranteed you'll avoid trouble. But I think that your chances um of being in trouble are less. You know what I mean? Like there was a girl in Charleston who got robbed at an ATM, but she was in the middle of the hood at an ATM at like 3 in the morning. Why are you at ATM over in that area? It's like, what's the real story behind it? Because why are you in this area stopping at ATM? You shouldn't have been stopping at nothing but a red light. Like, don't go places you ain't supposed to go. Be around people you ain't supposed to do. Go do what you're supposed to do and go back home. Go enjoy life and go home. Once a week from 23 to 25. Dang. I don't like getting pulled over though. I'm like my son. I'm the type of person. Like now with the way the world is, if I don't like for a minute I used to keep my ID like over my visor. But hey Rachel, I stopped doing that because when I needed I would forget it was in the car. But you find yourself when they pull you over, you're like, my ID is in my purse. I need to reach down there and get it. Is that okay? Like I will ask you in a minute. I am not about to just start reaching in the car with the police at my door. Because you never know. But it's sad you got to be that nervous. I got a friend talking about, shoot, I'll be cussing them out. I'm like, girl, you better not. I'm cussing the police out for they be done got mad and yanked you out. Just comply, please. Hey, Rachel. We just been on here talking about frustration a little bit today because I was telling the guys that I was a little frustrated that I didn't get approved for this apartment. And I was just saying how the world is just so jacked up because they want you to have all these requirements and have you jump through all these loops only to turn you down, and then the money that is refundable, they want to hold it for 45 days before they send it back to you. Like, you told me no, and one day you return my money that day. I don't understand. They want you to have so and so times the rent plus this and that, and then still be like, nah. So I was a little frustrated today, and I came on here to talk to my people, and because I knew I was gonna go into a place of I didn't want to be in. That's one thing I promise y'all. I will not let myself go into a place of defeat or depression. Butter it up, Gary Brown. Bust it down, butter it up. Community Wall Brown. Speedy. Yeah, that's a great way to look at it, Rachel. Well, he must be great to do some miraculous things because I have less than a week. Got less than a week. I have a deadline. You ain't got to go home. You got to get the hell out of here. No, let me quit. I'm more than grateful, though. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is permanent anyway. It was always a temporary situation. But yeah, so something got to shake. Something has to shake, you know. There's another apartment I was gonna apply for, but they got that money held up. So I could have took that money and applied for that. That's what I'm telling her. Like, listen, I need y'all to see if y'all can send that back ASAP. So I can go on and apply for something else. At this point, I need to apply as many places as I can and see which one come through. I think that Diane is about 5'7". That's how I feel like Diane is about 5'7". I don't know. She just looked 5'7". Yeah, I can take better, Gary. I promise you I can. That don't change the time running out. I'm 5'2". I'm short. I am 5'2" and 3,000 pounds. I gotta lose weight. Nah, ain't that bad. Who to a trip? Butter brown. Now I want some rolls. Mm-mm. Oh, so you think I'm an Amazon atmosphere? Is that what you're saying? No, sir. I'm 5'2" and they say a half. Whatever that is. It's 51 and a half and 5'2" and a half. Go get it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm 5'2". 5'2", baby. I'm a short. I ain't even say nothing. I just said you keep on buttering them up. All I said was I'm gonna call you bust it down, butter up, community wall brown. I like an animal. Well, I'm gonna fight you. I do not look tall. If you said I look 5'7", I'd give you that, but I did not look no 5'10", because that's usually what people say. I thought you was about 5'7". No, 5'2". I'm short, little bit. I think it just be some of the angles I take pictures at make me seem a lot taller. I'm really short. It's body. It's body. It's body. Um. Well, the top. That's not the top of the door. That's just the window in the door. That was my patio door. So it's like that's the window in the middle of the door. The actual top of the door isn't showing. I ain't tall as the door atmosphere. See, I'm 5'2" without heels. She probably 5'5". She don't know how tall she is. No, I'm just kidding. Every time I see these airplanes take off, they just be looking strange to me. It's crazy. I'm ready to go back to work. I got this whole day off. Nobody trying to let me be great and get my balcony. So ain't nobody tall over here. Yay. I'm not a midget. I'm usually always the shortest person. But I'm always the person that when they see in person, they be like, oh my God, I did not know you were that short. But I'll be like, I'm not short. I'm just me. I don't feel like I'm that short. I got a friend shorter than me. A couple of them. I'm not becoming a workaholic. It's just that occupies time. Overnight, 7 to 5:30. Gary's stupid. He's 3'9". We represent the lollipop kids. Lollipop kids. Gary, you a lollipop kid. We represent the lollipop kids. The lollipop kids. The lollipop kids. See you later, Diane. Thank you. We represent the lollipop kids. I'm be stuck singing that song all day. We represent the lollipop kids. Well, I know. I appreciate y'all for being here with me today, chit chatting. He said he 3'9". He said he's 3'9". So the first thing came to mind was the lollipop kids. We represent the lollipop kids, the lollipop kids. I'm gonna go find that song. He just be out nowhere like, wait, what? Hurry up, can't get no red light ticket. There we go. Hey, y'all should see me when I be driving through here looking at these lights. Yeah, but like I was saying, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today and helping me to stay out of that space of whatever that I wasn't going to go in. But y'all helped me stay out of it, and I appreciate y'all the most for that. As always, you're more than welcome to hit the Cash App on the real today. Hit the Cash App, and I hope I said something today that reminded you of something. It encouraged you, inspired you, reminded you, gave you a wake up call, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? We all get into our places and spaces at times, and we're allowed to. It's how we go through and how we come out. I'm going to come out victorious, so that's never an issue for me. But I have to voice. Oh boy, you about to get hit by a car. I have to voice my frustration in order for me to stay in that happy place. You know what I'm saying? I need to brush your teeth. I have to voice my frustration when I feel it. Gotta say what I feel. And yeah. Hopefully I'll get to apply for something else and I get what I need. Rubbing my hands together like Birdman. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I really do. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, tell a friend, bring a friend. And I told you I'm gonna try to come back later and do that relationship piece if I can talk people into doing it. I asked and they was like, "What? What I'm supposed to do?" And all that stuff. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll come on. I mean, it'll come and well, he'll come on and it'll be a cool conversation that we all can join in on and have a good time. So until next time, I love y'all. Bye bye now. Ooh.